this is Daphne. Welcome back to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. We are still in Nekomaru's trial, working our way through it very slowly. But I get the feeling, find out who the killer is very, very soon.
Really noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
I get it. You think I'm the ultimate kindergartner.
You guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
You think I'm just gonna give you the answer? I'm Nagitoko Maeda. My specialty is deliberately withholding information and making you figure it out yourselves. You better speed this up, Nagito. I think Fuyuhiko's gonna burst a vein in his neck. Somehow, I feel like I understand what Nagito means. If you think about the features of their guest room, the person's actions are clearly strange because leaving the door open is the worst mistake any employee can make because that person might be the killer. Is that what it means? Select someone. Or just default to Gundham, I don't know. No. What if we pick Monokuma? Like, he's ultimately the reason all these people are dying. I could pick him and be right.
There's something I want to ask you.
No.
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed
over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Gundham, this is officially an interrogation. I'm gonna need you to cooperate with me. Stop speaking God and act like a human for once.
You were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm? Now that you mention it,
He's just gonna start spouting some bullshit about how he has supernatural hearing.
one possibility. You weren't in your room.
Your alibi is gone.
You were staying in a deluxe room. You still went to the lounge. Am I right?
No.
Gundham, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gonna put on the mask. Now he's sparkling justice.
Me?
Imagine.
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the
And
tower,
Gundham caught Fuyuhiko watching Nekomaru go down the stairs. He was like, oh fuck, I can't have witnesses.
the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
So like, even before Nekomaru went downstairs,
Tying him up with the
you
wire.
had to find somewhere to get the wire, yes,
The killer needed to
and the hammer to plant his fake evidence, and some other... Hello?
Which means that Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru. The killer was already at the tower.
Okay, so Gundam was already at the tower when Fuyuhiko watched Nekomaru go downstairs.
Couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
And then he'd know that he wasn't sleeping and was out murdering.
The killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off.
So then, I didn't hear that
They were
alarm.
supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
So why was Gundam out of his room?
Or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room. Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone and checked the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately,
So that's something to think about the next time you kill somebody, Gundam.
I was in the lounge.
Alright, Fuyuhiko in the lounge with the clock.
And ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing? This raucous. It's louder than the supreme ruler of the netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice. Yeah, shut up, Gundam. Don't go making all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down. If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst.
Yeah, no matter what, Gundam would have had to pass the lounge to get to his room. And then Fuyuhiko would have seen it.
The deluxe room was playing. That would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam, it's been 6 minutes and you haven't said anything. Come on.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Something. Imagine. Anyway.
Including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do you possess?
10?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears.
Where are you going with this?
That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
Because we're like in an actual trial situation. We have 0 room for bullshit.
Do not panic. The truth shall not.
Aw man, you can see it. They're bringing out new sprites. He's starting to crack.
I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always.
But where's the bathroom?
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
Now I'm being suspected for murder.
You're still holding out.
The fuck you talking about?
Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer
And if
is.
Gundam votes differently, well, it's not gonna
So,
matter.
Why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer. Hold on a second.
What's wrong, you little baby boy?
This class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
I did not plan out 1,500 episodes of this season just for it to be called the opening act. You stupid little emo-haired freak.
Stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
I don't know, man. It sounds like you want Gundam dead.
Something definitely happened here, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became weirder.
It's like even higher than your like baseline level of weird, which is already pretty high. Like I'd ever tell you, you literal
Let's just save
infant.
that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
You said opening act again!
You know what? If you say that again, I am going to throw you in the execution chamber.
Gundam's rebuttal.
Gundam has not been talking, Sonia.
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
It's like an Among Us when like you vent in front of everybody, and like you know you're not gonna get your way out of this one, so you just like and like vote yourself out.
Assumption.
This is not speaking from personal experience, if that's what you're thinking.
Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
What assumption?
Since the beginning?
Speak.
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru
From the 4th floor of the tower, may the floor descend to the 1st floor.
From there, after
Returning to Strawberry House,
I was
present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct?
Although going to and fro is
Busy enough as it is.
how would I be able to travel between?
There's like a trap door on the floor of the octagon.
Contact.
That's how Nagito was able to drop down to the 3rd floor of Grape House and surprise Hajime.
Great House control panel and shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been
Facing the Grape House side.
If
Is it possible that, like, after setting up the trap, he took the elevator down to Grape House, disabled it, and then found the trap door on the 3rd floor of Grape House, climbed back up to Strawberry House?
elevator at Great House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Now, I've had my whole explanation.
Here, I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this.
See, I gotta love Danganronpa because they come up with these overly complicated murder plots to keep you guessing for several hours at a time. You're constantly on your toes. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. My name isn't Hajime Hinata. Make your argument. There, oh, see, yeah, secret passageway. I was talking about that trap door.
To travel between the
Two houses. Psych, bitch!
No, that's wrong.
Danganronpa, but instead of saying no, that's wrong, Hajime says, psych, bitch!
There's another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Because Hajime would be the one to say that. Makoto's too much of a lightweight.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually
Actually use that method. Nagito, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm asking for your help. What is going on?
You're the only one. Nagito, you should know. What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about, Nagito.
You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Hello, Hajime! Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up?
There's a secret passage connecting the 1st floor of Strawberry House to the 3rd floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
No.
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve force show up.
What, you're mad that I'm using 2nd grade level logic now?
There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the 1st floor of Strawberry House.
See, right there, trapdoor.
Went down. Surprise, surprise!
I was in Monokuma's Graceland sanctuary of himself.
Meaning the 3rd floor and the 4th floor are actually connected.
Yes, they are, Akane.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
Which is sad because I was looking forward to loading that gun with 5 bullets again.
Between the two houses as much as they want.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
I don't know what you're talking about.
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead?
I think there is something that confirms that Gundam has been through there.
That is merely
I
an
just can't think of it right now.
fabricated from your own suspicion.
I think once the truth bullets show up, I'm gonna be like, ah, yeah, that's it.
You should stop with your screaming.
There's no way I can stop.
You say?
Come on, Gundam, you and I both know it. You called yourself the ultimate weapon within the first 10 minutes of this trial. You put a big red target on your back from the minute 1. Wire, tipped over pillar fragments. Yeah. He would have been able to access the wire from the Octagon.
Through multiple ways, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed fusion.
The wire.
Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down.
Your entire argument makes no sense.
I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
evidence of your own
But what's the proof that Gundam went to the Octagon to begin with?
Octagon. Don't bark, you cur.
You're gonna call me a cur?
Want to drown in the
What
middle
is
of
this?
blind confusion. Allow me to cut through those words.
What is this, Shakespeare? Come on, we're in the 21st century, Gundam.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon.
And the chain on the door in the tower, yeah.
Those are all the items that
Weren't in the funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them? They couldn't go to the
The
supermarket.
only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
But I was more focused on that window, because I haven't seen sunlight in days.
There's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end.
Now let's vote and get out of here. I'm
I
tired.
believe we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case.
Excuse me?
But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
That's it, you're going in the execution pit. Goodbye, boy.
First of all, by messing with
Ba,
all
ba,
the clocks
ba,
in the
ba, ba,
building,
ba.
Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru.
I feel like
The elevator was probably broken by that point.
Nagito's side of the
Nekomaru wasn't able to
story.
go to Great Tower, which was supposed to
Oh
be
wait, so the
So he
elevator
tried
was
going to
broken
Strawberry
first.
Tower, just like
Oh,
we
so
did
that's how
when
he
we
was
found
lured
out
into
the
Strawberry
elevator
Tower.
was broken. Also, the button in
Strawberry Hall was broken, so he was. So Gundam broke the Strawberry Hall button after Nekomaru was strung up.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
But he broke the elevator. Strawberry Tower would
Plan was a
have been his
balancing act
own
of
choice.
uncertainties. But even
He
if
was
they failed,
counting
they
on
probably
Nekomaru
wouldn't
being
find it.
very, very stupid.
They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
What?
Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru.
Man,
so by pressing the goodnight
I know who's dying next. I know who's pissing the crap out of everybody.
Hold on! You, what did you just say? That I didn't battle?
Oh, sorry, did you want to live out your Super Saiyan
What's wrong with
fantasies?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
What, are you gonna cry, you little baby, when you need a little nap?
Are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all!
You know, I'm looking at Akane, and you know what? Fair reaction.
After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
Well, what do you want me to understand,
I don't
Gundam?
understand anything. What does that mean?
General statement about Akane. I don't understand anything.
I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
Well, maybe you can finish your whining so I can get back to my abridged version of whatever the fuck Hajime does at the end of each trial.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
Throw Hamster.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
I mean,
Even more difficult.
if it were Gundam,
It's a one-on-one.
he could have easily thrown a hamster back there.
Just as I thought, truly frail, succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least...
Okay, now I just have the mental image of Gundam throwing a hamster at Nekomaru.
That's wrong, Gundam.
No, that's wrong.
It's wrong.
Oh yeah,
Such
prove
a
it.
wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat.
Step 1, you throw a hamster at them. They'll be so completely distracted that you can just reach behind them and press their good night button. Second, the hamster could just press the good night button for you.
Have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, rhythm game time, baby. I will provide an argument that will leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Not that you need to be persuaded of anything, you know exactly what happened and are trying to act like you don't.
I won't let you.
Hold on.
The Empire.
Here, I gotta, let's keep the camera focused right there so I can see the shields.
Crush that David prophesies.
Amen!
For the Empire.
For the 4 dark thieves, throw the hamster.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
What did you just call them?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru?
I mean, think about it. Nekomaru is a giant, highly athletic robot. It can't possibly be easy to get behind him. Unless you just, but if you have the hamster, you throw it, it can easily get up to Nekomaru's neck, undetected, and press the button. Pierce through Supernova Silver Fox and D. Choo choo. Click. Press the button. So truly, this is the skyline lamentation art of the demon mouse. Remember, these hamsters are highly trained. It's not considered abuse. They're used to it. The door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue,
He threw a hamster.
one of Gundam's
I promise there's a reason
piece of wallpaper
from the baton lighting.
right?
Yeah. He's made like an entire circus act out of throwing hamsters.
Smart brains. It must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind the
Exceptionally smart brains, smarter than some of the humans in this room.
How about it, Gundam?
I'm going to laugh maniacally until you stop suspecting me.
But you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
Yes, I throw hamsters for a living.
I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance.
Is this the part where I make the comic book?
Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road.
Step on me, Daddy!
Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own 2 hands.
Hey, don't pull the curtains on anything. I still have 1,600 more episodes. Ah, yes, closing arguments begin. I finished the thought. Stock 1. It would have to start with, I guess right here it would be planting the hammer. And then Hajime wakes up from the sound of Nekomaru's body hitting the ground.
Everything that happened in this case.
Beep 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 beep.
Any tricks the killer prepared
Is my timing off? I think it was.
First, they destroyed the contact element.
They opened the control panel and threw a hamster at it. Now it would have just been easier to punch the control panel. You're bound to break something, and then the elevator won't move. There's
Additionally, in order to secure an alibi,
wait,
the
but
killer went to the strawberry house.
okay, so Gundam was already in the grape house
Alarmed at 5:30 a.m.
before he, so he would have had to set back the grape house.
Strawberry Tower with the necessary
No, he could have broken the elevator first and then reset the grape house clock. Crawled through the trap door, moved to Strawberry House.
final death.
Boop, 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 boop. They got all of this sexy gear.
In the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being Strawberry House
And grape house, they're actually the same building, but they're like stacked on top of each other.
On the morning
Hot
of the
potato,
incident,
hot potato,
Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Great
hot
Tower for a
potato, hot
specific reason.
potato. Their vehicle was sleepless in the lounge and saw Nekomaru walking
Was at the
by.
lounge by coincidence. Witness Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m. But
But the clocks were off.
by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. And actually,
Call it the casino effect. No windows, no perception of time.
that's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins.
Nekomaru, he tried to go to Grape Tower, but the elevator was broken, so he's like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'll go to the Strawberry."
However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Great Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower.
I was like, "What's up, bitches? Hamsters is what's up."
Killer was waiting for him.
I think this video has been completely derailed. Ever since I brought up throwing hamsters the first time, it's all gone downhill. The power of hamsters! Okay, kudos to the Danganronpa writers on that
This
one.
forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him
And Gundam and his hamsters just watch as Nekomaru fell helplessly to the ground. That's when they set Nekomaru's chest alarm.
They set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up.
They tied him up with wire to the
Then they
doorknob.
tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob.
And then he crawled his way back to Grape Tower and activated the elevator
The killer then destroyed the
so that
doorknob to Strawberry.
Nekomaru would be suspended.
They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower. And to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru.
Beep.
Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower.
Then, yes, exactly as
The
planned.
elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful.
Who placed the hammer and chained the door?
To look like the weapon.
So he wasn't just there to look at Nekomaru.
This was done
That
to
makes you more likely to get found out.
enter the tower from Strawberry Hall.
Then he left to walk to the lounge.
The killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage. So they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall.
Oh crap!
Something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available,
Time
ran
ran
out.
out. And their alarm went eeeeee!
The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30.
Well, great explanation, Hajime, but I'm gonna have to stop you right there and end the video. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to blast that patriarchy, smash that like button, Bomberman that subscribe button, and I will see you next time with another episode of Danganronpa 2. Goodbye.